Ladies and gentlemen, strength is not always loud. It doesn't always roar or demand attention. Sometimes it's in the quiet persistence, the steady hand, and the unshakable gaze of someone who knows their own worth. Today, I want to remind you of the subtle, extraordinary signs that reveal just how strong you really are. True strength isn't about building walls, it's about having the courage to let them down. When you allow yourself to feel deeply, to admit you don't have all the answers, you step into a realm of bravery most fear to tread. Vulnerability is not weakness, it is the birthplace of authenticity. Being alone doesn't intimidate you. You know that solitude is not loneliness, it's a sanctuary. You're unafraid to walk a path that others may not understand, trusting in your vision, even when the road is steep and uncertain. Life doesn't spare anyone from hardship, but you've mastered the alchemy of turning your pain into purpose. Adversity doesn't break you, it shapes you. You take the shards of a broken moment and forge them into something meaningful. Forgiveness is a strength few can wield, but you do it with grace. You let go of anger, because you know it poisons the soul. Yet you carry the lesson forward, allowing it to guide your future steps with wisdom and clarity. You've learned the art of saying no. You understand that protecting your energy is not selfish, it's essential. You draw lines not to push others away, but to preserve the space where you can thrive. Perfection is a mirage, but growth is real. You've embraced the beautiful messiness of being human, finding strength in the process rather than the destination. You celebrate progress, no matter how small, as a testament to your resilience. Your strength doesn't come at the expense of others. You extend your hand to those around you, knowing that real power is shared. You don't compete in shadows, you shine so others can find their light. Fear doesn't control you, it challenges you. You don't run from the things that scare you, you confront them. Whether it's an uncomfortable truth or an uncertain future, you meet it with an unyielding spirit, proving that courage is the root of all strength. These signs are not always visible to the world, but they shine within you. They're the quiet markers of a person who has weathered storms, embraced growth, and emerged unshaken. Imagine the immense strength required to admit when you are hurt or struggling, to confess that you don't have all the answers, or to acknowledge that you've made mistakes. It's far easier to hide behind masks of invincibility or to deflect with false confidence. But those who are truly strong understand that vulnerability is not an admission of defeat, it is a testament to their humanity. They recognize that strength lies in their ability to confront their feelings rather than suppress them. When someone dares to be vulnerable, they open themselves to the possibility of genuine connection. Relationships, whether personal or professional, are built on trust, and trust is born when people feel seen and understood. Sharing your fears, your hopes, and even your failures allows others to relate to you on a deeper level. It fosters empathy and reminds us all that perfection is an illusion. By showing vulnerability, you become a beacon of authenticity in a world often dominated by facades. Vulnerability also unlocks the door to self-discovery. When you confront what scares you, when you allow yourself to feel pain instead of avoiding it, you learn profound truths about who you are. These moments of openness are where growth begins. They force you to face the parts of yourself that are uncomfortable but necessary to address. Through this process, you develop resilience, empathy, and an unshakable sense of self-worth. You begin to understand that your value is not diminished by your imperfections, it is enhanced by them. Those who embrace vulnerability are often the ones who take the boldest risks. They put themselves out there, knowing full well that failure or rejection is possible. Yet they proceed, driven by a belief that the reward, whether it's love, opportunity, or personal fulfillment, is worth the uncertainty. This kind of courage is contagious. It inspires others to step out of their comfort zones and take similar leaps. To be vulnerable is to embrace life in its fullest spectrum. It's about allowing yourself to laugh with abandon, to cry when the moment demands it, and to love without reservation. It's about showing up in the world as your most honest self, even when it feels risky or terrifying. This openness doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong enough to weather whatever storms may come, because you've already faced the greatest challenge, your own fears. Through vulnerability, you discover the profound strength that comes from being wholly, unapologetically yourself. There is an undeniable strength in the ability to stand alone when the situation calls for it. It is a quiet power, one that doesn't demand validation or applause, but instead speaks to an unshakable confidence in your own values and vision. To stand alone is not about rejecting others or isolating yourself. It's about having the fortitude to follow a path that others may not see or understand. It's the strength to hold your ground in the face of doubt, resistance, or even solitude. Standing alone requires a deep sense of self-awareness. It begins with knowing who you are and what you stand for, even when those beliefs clash with the opinions of others. This clarity becomes a compass, guiding you through moments when the crowd moves in a direction you cannot follow. It's not an act of rebellion for its own sake, but a testament to your ability to trust your instincts and make decisions aligned with your principles. In a world that often pressures us to conform, choosing to stand alone can feel daunting. The fear of rejection or criticism looms large, and the comfort of blending in can be tempting. But true strength lies in resisting that pull. It's about understanding that your worth is not determined by the approval of others, but by your integrity and the authenticity with which you live your life. Standing alone often means embracing uncertainty. When you step away from the crowd, you may find yourself in uncharted territory, with no clear roadmap to follow. This is where courage comes into play. It takes a brave heart to navigate the unknown, to take a stance that others might question, and to persist despite the lack of immediate reassurance. Yet it is in these moments of solitude that some of the most profound growth occurs. You learn to rely on your inner strength, to trust your ability to adapt, and to discover new depths of resilience within yourself. There is also a unique freedom that comes with standing alone. It liberates you from the weight of others' expectations and allows you to pursue your own dreams and aspirations. You're no longer confined by the need to fit into a predefined mold or to meet someone else's standards. Instead, you create your own path, one that is as unique as you are. Standing alone does not mean you are always without support or companionship. It means you are strong enough to walk away from situations, relationships, or environments that do not serve you. It means you have the courage to prioritize your well-being and to seek out connections that align with your values. This kind of strength is not about isolation, it's about discernment. Life is unpredictable, and pain is an inevitable part of the human experience. However, the ability to transform pain into power is what sets truly strong individuals apart. This transformation is not about denying or suppressing pain, but about embracing it, understanding its lessons, and using it as fuel to grow, rebuild, and thrive. Turning pain into power is a process of resilience, self-discovery, and purpose. A crucial step in transforming pain into power is accepting and processing it. Avoidance or denial only prolongs suffering. Facing pain head-on requires immense bravery, but in doing so, you begin to strip it of its power to control you. Acknowledging your hurt allows you to take ownership of your healing. This is where the shift begins from pain as a destructive force to pain as a catalyst for change. Strong individuals recognize that pain often reveals what truly matters. It strips away the superficial and brings clarity to priorities, relationships, and values. For instance, a heartbreak might teach you what kind of love you truly deserve, while a failure might show you where your passions and strengths lie. Pain has a way of sharpening focus, urging you to let go of what no longer serves you and to pursue what aligns with your authentic self. Turning pain into power also involves channeling it into something constructive. Many people find creative outlets, writing, painting, or music to express their emotions and turn their suffering into something beautiful. Others use their experiences to help others, finding purpose in sharing their journey and inspiring resilience in those facing similar struggles. In this way, pain becomes not just a personal challenge, but a means of making a positive impact on the world. Resilience is another hallmark of those who turn pain into power. It's the ability to rise again after being knocked down, to rebuild even when the odds seem insurmountable. This resilience is not about never breaking, it's about choosing to mend and grow stronger in the broken places. Each setback becomes a stepping stone, each scar a testament to your survival and strength. The transformation of pain into power doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that requires patience, self-compassion, and determination. Along the way, you may stumble, but with every step forward, you reclaim your narrative. You take control of your story, refusing to let pain define you. Instead, you define yourself by how you rise, adapt, and emerge from it not as a victim, but as someone who has turned their struggles into a source of unshakable strength. Forgiveness is a profound act of strength, often misunderstood as a sign of weakness or passivity. In reality, it is one of the most challenging and empowering choices a person can make. To forgive is not to excuse the harm done or to forget the pain caused. It is, instead, a deliberate decision to release the hold that anger, resentment, or bitterness has over your life. Strong individuals understand that forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a way of reclaiming your peace and moving forward with clarity and grace. When someone hurts you, the immediate response is often anger or a desire for retribution. These emotions, while natural, can become heavy burdens if left unchecked. They consume mental and emotional energy, keeping you tethered to the very moment of pain you wish to escape. By choosing to forgive, you free yourself from this cycle. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, it changes your relationship with it. It allows you to acknowledge the hurt while refusing to let it control your present or dictate your future. Forgiveness requires immense emotional maturity and self-awareness. It demands that you confront your pain, understand its impact, and decide how to move beyond it. This process can be uncomfortable and deeply personal. It isn't about denying your feelings, but about processing them in a way that leads to healing rather than prolonged suffering. Strong individuals recognize that forgiveness is not about condoning wrongdoing, but about prioritizing their own well-being over the need to harbor resentment. The decision to forgive is also a testament to your resilience. It shows that you refuse to let the actions of others define your story. You reclaim your power by choosing how you respond to adversity. This shift from victimhood to empowerment is transformative. It allows you to take control of your narrative, emphasizing growth, wisdom, and inner peace over lingering anger or pain. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Strong individuals learn from their experiences, ensuring that the lessons from the past guide their future decisions. They set boundaries to protect themselves from further harm, demonstrating that forgiveness and self-respect go hand in hand. Forgiving someone doesn't mean inviting them back into your life or allowing them to repeat their behavior. It means you've made peace with what happened and are ready to move forward on your terms. One of the most remarkable aspects of forgiveness is its ability to foster empathy. When you choose to forgive, you often find yourself examining the situation from a broader perspective. You consider the humanity of the person who hurt you, their flaws, and the factors that may have led to their actions. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but can help you let go of the anger that holds you captive. Finally, forgiveness is a powerful act of self-compassion. It's a way of showing yourself that you deserve to be free from the emotional weight of past wrongs. By forgiving, you open the door to healing and growth. You allow yourself to step into a future unburdened by the pain of yesterday, stronger and more at peace than ever before. Setting boundaries is a profound act of self-respect and empowerment, yet it is often misunderstood or underestimated. Boundaries are not barriers to keep others out, they are guidelines that define what is acceptable in your relationships and interactions. Strong individuals understand that establishing boundaries is not selfish, it is an essential act of self-care. By setting clear limits, you protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being, creating space to thrive in every aspect of your life. For many, saying no feels uncomfortable. There's a societal tendency to equate agreement or compliance with kindness and to fear that asserting your limits may come across as rude or unkind. However, strong individuals recognize that saying no is an act of honesty and authenticity. It's not about rejecting others, it's about affirming what aligns with your values, energy, and capacity. Every time you say no to something that drains or disrespects you, you are saying yes to yourself, your priorities, and your well-being. Boundaries serve as a protective shield against the demands and expectations of the world. They are especially crucial in a society that often glorifies overwork, self-sacrifice, and constant availability. Strong individuals know that their time and energy are finite resources. They are intentional about where and how they invest these resources, understanding that stretching themselves too thin benefits no one. By setting limits, they maintain their focus, energy, and emotional balance, allowing them to show up fully and meaningfully in the areas that matter most. One of the most empowering aspects of boundaries is that they teach others how to treat you. When you establish clear limits, you communicate your expectations and set the standard for your relationships. This clarity reduces misunderstandings and fosters healthier interactions. It's a way of saying, this is what I need to feel respected and valued. While not everyone will respond positively, those who truly respect you will appreciate and honor your boundaries. Boundaries also allow for deeper and more meaningful connections. When you are clear about your needs and limits, you create a space for honesty and mutual respect. Strong individuals know that relationships built on resentment or compromise of their well-being are unsustainable. They prioritize quality over quantity, ensuring that their connections are rooted in understanding and authenticity. The act of setting boundaries requires courage and self-awareness. It often involves difficult conversations and moments of discomfort. Strong individuals are willing to face these challenges because they understand the long-term benefits of standing firm in their truth. They recognize that while some people may push back against their boundaries, this resistance is not a reflection of their worth, but of the other person's inability to accept the change. Setting boundaries is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing practice. As life evolves, so do your needs and priorities. Strong individuals continuously evaluate and adjust their boundaries, ensuring they remain aligned with their values and goals. By doing so, they create a life of balance, respect, and authenticity, free from the weight of overcommitment or the fear of disappointing others. The pursuit of growth rather than perfection is one of the most empowering shifts a person can make. In a world obsessed with achieving flawless outcomes, it's easy to get caught in the trap of striving for an ideal that may not even exist. Strong individuals understand that perfection is an illusion, a moving target that, once reached, only leaves them wanting more. Instead, they embrace the ongoing journey of growth, understanding that the true measure of strength lies not in an unattainable standard, but in the courage to evolve, learn, and improve continuously. Growth is not linear. It is a dynamic, sometimes messy process of trial and error. Strong individuals recognize that mistakes are not failures, but valuable lessons along the way. Every misstep, every setback offers an opportunity for reflection, adjustment, and learning. Instead of fixating on the mistakes themselves, they focus on the wisdom gained from them, using those insights to propel them forward. This mindset shifts the narrative from one of defeat to one of resilience and persistence. They see every challenge as a stepping stone, every obstacle as a chance to strengthen their resolve. Perfection, by contrast, is rigid. It requires that everything be just right, leaving little room for flexibility, spontaneity, or creative exploration. Those who strive for perfection often find themselves trapped in a cycle of self-criticism, constantly measuring their worth against an unattainable ideal. This cycle can drain their energy and diminish their sense of accomplishment, even when they've made significant progress. Strong individuals reject this limiting standard. They understand that it's the process of becoming better, rather than the expectation of perfection, that leads to lasting fulfillment. Growth involves embracing the idea that success is not a destination but a journey. Every day presents a new opportunity to expand one's knowledge, skills, and emotional intelligence. Strong individuals invest in their development because they see it as an ongoing commitment to their future selves. They prioritize learning, whether through formal education, self-reflection, or experiences that challenge their comfort zones. Growth becomes a lifestyle, one that is rooted in curiosity, open-mindedness, and a desire to improve for the sake of personal fulfillment rather than external validation. Focusing on growth over perfection also nurtures a deep sense of self-compassion. Perfectionists are often their harshest critics, holding themselves to impossible standards and never allowing room for mistakes. In contrast, those who embrace growth are kinder to themselves, understanding that they are worthy of love and respect despite their flaws. They celebrate small wins along the way, recognizing that progress, no matter how incremental, is still progress. This mindset fosters an internal sense of satisfaction and accomplishment independent of external expectations. In the pursuit of growth, strong individuals cultivate resilience. They understand that setbacks and failures are inevitable, but they do not define them. Instead of being deterred by difficulties, they use these moments to reassess, recalibrate, and move forward with greater clarity. They learn how to bounce back stronger from adversity, gaining confidence with each challenge overcome. This resilience is a byproduct of their focus on growth rather than perfection. It enables them to take risks, embrace uncertainty, and approach life with a sense of possibility. Ultimately, the pursuit of growth over perfection allows strong individuals to lead more fulfilling and authentic lives. They are not shackled by the fear of failure or the pressure to meet impossible standards. Instead, they focus on becoming the best version of themselves, knowing that growth is the truest form of success. In this way, they redefine what it means to live well, not by achieving perfection, but by continuously learning, evolving, and embracing the fullness of the human experience. True strength is not only about personal achievements or individual success, it is equally about how you uplift those around you. Strong individuals understand that their power is not diminished by sharing it with others. In fact, it multiplies. They don't seek to rise at the expense of others. Rather, they make it a point to lift others as they rise. This mindset of empowerment, generosity, and support fosters a ripple effect that extends far beyond themselves, creating an environment where mutual growth, collaboration, and shared success can thrive. Lifting others begins with empathy, the ability to understand and connect with the struggles, dreams, and needs of those around you. Strong individuals recognize that everyone faces challenges, and by offering a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or a helping hand, they can make a significant difference in someone else's life. They don't wait for others to ask for help. They proactively seek opportunities to support those who may need it, knowing that their own strength can be a beacon for others. This type of generosity creates deep, meaningful connections that are built on mutual respect and shared humanity. One of the most powerful ways to lift others is by offering mentorship or guidance. Strong individuals share their knowledge and experiences, not from a place of superiority, but from a place of humility and service. They understand that they too have benefited from the support and wisdom of others and want to pass that on. Whether through formal mentorship or informal advice, they inspire others to reach their potential and encourage them to believe in themselves. By investing in someone else's growth, they help create a ripple effect that elevates entire communities, organizations, or even movements. Strong individuals also empower others by celebrating their successes. In a world that often fosters competition and comparison, it takes immense strength to genuinely cheer for others' achievements. Rather than feeling threatened by someone else's success, they see it as proof of what is possible and as a reason to be inspired. They understand that the success of others does not diminish their own, it adds to the collective energy of progress. By acknowledging and celebrating the accomplishments of others, they create an environment where everyone feels valued, supported, and motivated to continue striving for greatness. The act of lifting others also involves being a source of encouragement during times of struggle or uncertainty. Strong individuals don't just show up when things are going well, they stand by others during their lowest moments, offering comfort, guidance, or simply a reminder of their inherent worth. They help others navigate challenges with strength and resilience, reminding them that setbacks do not define their future. This type of support fosters a sense of community, trust, and shared humanity that allows everyone to thrive, not just survive. In lifting others, strong individuals also inspire a sense of collective purpose. They understand that they are part of a larger whole, and their success is intertwined with the success of those around them. By promoting collaboration over competition, they help to build teams, partnerships, and networks that are based on shared goals, mutual respect, and a commitment to growth. When one person rises, it inspires others to do the same, creating a culture of collective progress rather than individual isolation. Ultimately, lifting others is not just about what you give, it's also about what you receive. The act of helping others strengthens your own sense of purpose and reinforces the interconnectedness of all. It reminds you that true strength is not in standing alone at the top, but in reaching down to pull others up with you. It fosters a sense of fulfillment and meaning that goes beyond individual accomplishments, contributing to a legacy that is defined by the positive impact you've had on the lives of others. One of the most powerful signs of strength is the ability to embrace change. The world is constantly evolving, and so too are we. Yet many people resist change out of fear, discomfort, or uncertainty. They cling to the familiar, hoping to maintain control or preserve a sense of security. However, strong individuals understand that change is not an adversary to be feared, but a natural part of life that holds the potential for growth, renewal, and opportunity. They embrace change with an open heart and mind, seeing it as a chance to reinvent themselves, adapt to new circumstances, and create the life they truly desire. Embracing change requires a level of self-awareness and flexibility. Strong individuals recognize that they are not bound by their past decisions or circumstances. They understand that growth often demands the ability to pivot, to let go of old patterns, and to try new approaches. Change can be uncomfortable, even unsettling. But it is through this discomfort that true transformation occurs. Those who resist change often remain stagnant, trapped in outdated beliefs, habits, or situations. In contrast, those who embrace change remain dynamic, continually evolving to meet the challenges and opportunities that life presents. The ability to embrace change is also tied to resilience. Life doesn't always unfold as planned, and setbacks are an inevitable part of the human experience. However, strong individuals do not let failure or unexpected events dictate their future. Instead, they view these challenges as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Embracing change means acknowledging that life is unpredictable and that there will be times when things do not go as expected. In those moments, they find the strength to adjust, to reinvent themselves, and to keep moving forward. This resilience allows them to face adversity with a sense of calm and determination, knowing that they have the inner resources to navigate whatever comes their way. Change also requires the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to remain in familiar territory where things feel predictable and safe. However, strong individuals understand that growth does not happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you take risks, challenge your assumptions, and venture into the unknown. Embracing change involves facing fear and uncertainty head-on, knowing that the potential for personal growth outweighs the temporary discomfort of stepping into unfamiliar territory. Another aspect of embracing change is the ability to let go of control. Many people try to control every aspect of their lives in an effort to avoid uncertainty, but this only creates anxiety and stress. Strong individuals understand that while they can control their actions and responses, they cannot control everything around them. Letting go of the need for control allows them to flow with the changes life brings rather than resisting them. This surrender does not equate to passivity, but rather to a recognition that there are things outside of their influence, and that trying to control the uncontrollable only creates unnecessary tension. Furthermore, embracing change is not just about adapting to external circumstances, it also involves internal transformation. As we grow older and gain more life experience, our perspectives and values naturally evolve. Strong individuals embrace this internal change, allowing themselves to evolve in ways that align with their current selves rather than holding on to outdated beliefs or expectations. They are open to re-examining their thoughts, behaviors, and goals, continually refining who they are as individuals. This willingness to change internally is often what allows them to lead a more authentic, fulfilling life. Ultimately, embracing change is a sign of strength because it signifies a deep trust in the process of life. It is the belief that even in the face of uncertainty or hardship, there is something valuable to be learned, experienced, or gained. Strong individuals are not defined by their ability to avoid change, but by their capacity to welcome it, to adapt, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their true selves. In conclusion, the signs of true strength are often far more profound than mere physical power or external achievements. Strength is found in the quiet courage to stand alone when necessary, the resilience to transform pain into power, and the wisdom to forgive and set boundaries. It is reflected in the pursuit of growth rather than perfection, in the generosity with which we lift others, and in the open-hearted embrace of change. Each of these qualities speaks to a deeper, more enduring kind of strength, the strength that comes from within, that evolves over time, and that is rooted in self-awareness, resilience, and a commitment to personal and collective well-being. As we navigate the complexities of life, it's essential to remember that true strength is not about avoiding difficulty or striving for flawlessness. It is about embracing our imperfections, learning from our experiences, and continuing to grow, adapt, and support those around us. It's about facing life's challenges with courage, compassion, and an unwavering belief in our ability to overcome, transform, and emerge stronger. True strength is not a destination, but a journey. And the key is to keep moving forward, always learning, always evolving, and always lifting others along the way.